This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Going balls out in the lumberyard.
Watching the Grunion Pro Magi. If you're listening to this, don't even waste your time.
Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. This is episode number 124. My name is Adam Patterson. With me today, we're joined by Kevin Rakestraw. How you doing, Kevin?
I'm doing pretty good.
We're also joined by Ryan Holes. How are you?
Tired.
Now, before we started this, I said you got to bring the energy levels up. I'm not hearing the energy levels going up here.
It seems like
going
the
up
energy
much-
levels are stagnant.
Yeah.
They're not going up much more than they are right now.
Why not?
You should be so excited. So we're recording this on Sunday. World Cup final.
Yeah, but that means it's over.
Oh,
Oh,
poor Ryan.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do after the World Cup is over?
The same thing I did in 2010.
Which was-
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Sit and stare at a wall and wait for 4 years.
He just keeps it on that channel. Just sits staring at the
He keeps
TV.
it on the like after the events end on ESPN3, where it just says your event has ended and it just plays the music on a loop. He's gonna keep it on that for 4 years.
He just sits there for 4 years until it starts again.
Well, are you excited for today's match?
Kinda.
What is this? What happened? What's going on? What's going on here?
I told you it's ending.
But you're not even excited for the final?
I am.
We'll get those
But
energy levels up.
I'm more not excited because it's ending.
Okay. I gotcha.
Why don't you just replay it in FIFA? And then you could
Forever.
just replay it over and over again.
It's not the same.
Oh, poor guy.
You can simulate the matches in FIFA and just watch them. You don't even have to play.
Like they're real
You
matches.
can't watch them though. They do it on different screen. You can't watch them.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Well, anyway, were there any highlights that you wanted to talk about with the World Cup before we get into your movie?
Brazil sucks.
Yeah, so,
You think? I
boy,
didn't see that. I didn't really see that.
I didn't think they did this much, but they're terrible. In
What happened-
fact, I would go so far as say some other team belonged to the semifinals other than Brazil.
I would have rather seen like Iran or Algeria.
well, those teams seem to be playing better than Brazil, at least towards the end there.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think happened? Because clearly, yesterday the Netherlands beat them 3-0. And it was even though it was only 3-0, it was still a pretty massive beating. Like, they were playing horribly yesterday.
They lost Neymar and that killed their spirit.
You think that is
Then-
the reason?
They don't have any. And they haven't scored a goal since he got hurt. I don't think they have anyone else.
What about Hulk?
Hulk.
Yeah.
Hulk is terrible.
And he's not good at all.
Well, either way, I'm expecting Germany to win today, but it should be an interesting match nonetheless.
Oh yeah.
It'll be the best team in the world versus the best player in the world.
Yeah?
Ooh.
We'll see who wins.
Yeah. All right, what movie do we have you watch this week?
SX_tape.
What? What?
Oh my god.
SX underscore tape.
SX underscore tape, which I believe should read sex tape. Pick this in honor of sex tape coming out this week.
But even the cover says
No, I know, you're right. You said it right.
What? All right.
So, yes, this movie just came out this year, and it is spelled SX underscore tape, but I think we're all supposed to just say sex tape.
Well,
It is not the
that
Cameron
was
Diaz,
my
Jason
Wiki-
Segel comedy.
That's my Wikipedia friend. So when they look it up on the internet, that it goes right there.
Yeah, there you go. Well, on IMDb, there's no underscore. It just says SX tape. All together, no space.
And all in lowercase letters.
Yes. So,
One
either way.
whole movie covered as an underscore.
Yeah, and it's all caps on the poster. But either way, this is directed by Bernard Rose. I have a synopsis here. Jill's an artist. Ian's a filmmaker, and their love life is off the chain. That's what it says. I'm not even kidding.
I know. It's amazing.
There's no experience too wild, no dare too dangerous. Not even when Jill lets Ian strap her to a gurney in the abandoned hospital they're scoping out for their next art show. But he shouldn't have left her alone, not even as a joke. Now Jill's hookup with horror has awakened something in that place. Something with a lust for more than flesh.
Wow.
Oof.
Oh, boy.
This sounds intense. Ryan, why don't you tell us a little bit about SX_tape?
Well,
Yes, a snort. Fantastic.
Jill is a whore, and,
Whoa. Jesus.
and
Wait a
this
minute.
is a douchebag.
Good Lord. Strong words.
She's a whore?
Basically, yeah.
Literally?
Basically, all that, yeah. She could be. They don't touch on it in the movie, but she could be.
That's
Okay.
just a conclusion that you came to.
Yes.
Is that because their love life is off the chain?
It's because they're like, okay, her boyfriend is kind of like the guy in American Beauty. He always has a video camera with him,
Okay.
and he tapes everything. And eventually, she tries to, or he tries to talk her into recording sex. And she says no, but then she agrees to later because she's a whore. And basically, the entire first half of the movie is like a softcore porn.
Hmm.
And that's it. There's videotaping, banging everywhere, getting caught banging. And then, for some reason, out of the blue, they drive by this old building, and the boyfriend wants to have a party there, and he just says it out of the blue. So they go in to investigate this place for someone there. Oh, well, before I forget, at the very beginning, Jill it's like a flash forward, and Jill is in the PlayStation, and a cop comes in and says, "We need to talk to you. Your boyfriend is dead. Everyone's dead." And I was like, alright, this is gonna be stupid, but here we go. So anyway, they're having sex everywhere. They're recording it. They break into this place. This cop comes after them, and shortly thereafter gives up and leaves. And they continue walking through this hospital, and they go into a room in which Adam straps Jill to a gurney and pretends to walk out and leave. When he does that,
Let me just real quick. You said Adam. Is his name Ian or Adam? because his name in real life is Ian. On IMDb, it says his character's name is Adam, but in the synopsis, it says Ian.
His name's Adam.
So the synopsis isn't even right.
His real name, I'm assuming, is Ian.
Yeah, his real name's Ian.
In the movie,
Correct.
his name is Adam.
I just wasn't sure if in the movie it was Adam or Ian, because in the synopsis, it says that his name's Ian.
Oh my.
So,
Oh goodness.
he straps her down and then pretends to walk away. And for some unknown reason, he lets the camera keep rolling. And you see a ghost come in and bang her.
What?
And
What?
a
Yes.
Hold on.
ghost comes in and bangs her.
Oh my.
And possesses her.
Oh, and possesses her.
And
Double whammy.
after that happens, they're messing around, and they decide to leave. They decide they're done at this place. They get
Well, I would
leave.
imagine you would decide that we're done. After you get possessed and get raped by a ghost, I'd be like, you know what? I'm done here. That's
They
it.
go outside.
So wait.
Only-
One second. Can you clear something up real quick? Is she raped by the ghost, or does she
Oh yeah, is she a
Since
willing
it's-
participant?
in the ghost sex, or
The ghost fucks her.
but
But is she like resisting or?
or is she
Yeah,
into this
Okay, so it was.
happens real quick.
real quick?
So
Okay.
It's not much time for her to
Is
resist.
is the ghost a male or a female?
I'm not really sure.
Okay.
And I'll show it close up. Like, I'm assuming they did that to keep costs down, but they don't show it close up too often. But the one ghost at the end
Well, there's two
is
ghosts.
a girl, and I'm assuming that that's the same one that possessed her, but I'm also not sure of that because they're not like named.
Hmm.
So you're not quite sure what's going on with these ghosts.
I just know they like to fuck.
So the ghosts seem to just hang out at the hospital, wait for people to come in, and
then have
they
sex
rape,
with them.
They rape them.
Correct.
That's okay.
So
that's
they
different.
decide to leave. They go outside, see their car being towed, and they're yelling, "Stop! Come back!" Blah blah. And
Yada yada yada. Ghost rape.
and they also told one of their friends to come get them. She comes, brings her boyfriend, and then Jill talks all of them into going back into the hospital. So,
Why would they go back? Oh, because she's possessed? Is that why she want him to go back in?
yes.
Okay.
So, they go back in and they all wander off by themselves.
Of course.
Adam's by himself, and he goes to the video monitor that is still mysteriously working.
Whoa. I thought this was an
And-
abandoned hospital.
Yeah.
But the
And
security
he-
system is still up and running.
Yes.
That
He
okay.
sees this girl, this guy bang Jill, and then he sees this girl who is apparently this guy's girlfriend. She joins in as well. So now we have a ghost three-way.
Wait, did you
And
say ghost three-way?
Oh my.
yeah, sort of. Yeah. So then she is blowing this guy.
What the fuck?
All of a sudden, she blows his head off.
Wait.
With the gun.
Okay, wait. So you say that she's blowing the guy.
Yeah,
And then
she's
she
such a
shoot-
wiener.
Okay, and then she shoots him in the head.
Yep.
Where did the gun?
How did
where
she get a gun?
Yeah, where'd the gun come from?
The guy brought the gun.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
Jeez.
And
Okay.
then after that, she shoots the girl in the head.
Okay. This is after
So,
the ghost three-way.
Yeah, dude, she was done. She used
She
them,
said
and now
enough
she's
of this
throwing them
shit.
aside.
Enough of this shit.
But really, if I was a ghost, if I was a lonely ghost in this hospital, there's probably not that many people that come around. I might want to keep them around for a little while,
True.
to have more sex with them.
Yeah. Because this ghost is down to fuck.
But
Whenever,
it also seems
wherever.
like these ghosts are keeping themselves busy with learning electronics.
Yeah,
Getting the
well,
monitors up and running.
you gotta keep that shit going.
So they're ghost rapist electricians that are also swingers.
yes.
Correct. This
So,
sounds completely insane. Quick question though, because this is a found footage movie, right?
yes.
And it sounds like people are breaking off all over the place. How do they film all of this though? Like who's filming?
Adam's filming the entire time.
So if we follow Adam around,
Yes.
so how does he film the first
They sit on the
ghost?
video monitor.
So
Well, the first ghost thing, Ryan said that
The,
he
the
left the
first
camera
one, he
running.
does-
Oh, okay.
the first one no one sees. That's just the one that possessed her. Like, you see that like it's on a normal
Right.
movie.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
And then everything else. Yeah.
So go ahead.
So Jill Kelsey still, and they're looking for a way out of the hospital, and she is going around looking at what are they, papers on this lady that was in the hospital in 1980 that had a lobotomy, and they see this lady's ghost. And they go up to it, and it gets a loud, scary, and the ghost disappears. And the ghost calls Jill on the phone and tells her you listen.
Sorry.
What I'm saying.
Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's alright. I'm not yelling. Oh. So. This ghost calls Jill and tells her to go to the office and get away from her boyfriend. And she goes to the office and starts freaking out. And she tells Adam she wants to suck him. Suck him off. That's exactly what she says, man. And
What the? What? Oh my god. What?
so then he kills her, or she kills him, and that's the end of the movie.
Wait, what?
And the cops that I said at the beginning, they never show up again. So that whole storyline was for absolutely nothing.
It was like they started a framing device, but then they forgot that they made it at the beginning, and then they just didn't go back to it.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
This movie, wow.
This movie sounds insane.
Now, how closely does it stick with the logic of the found footage? Like, are there a lot of moments where... Because this seems like the type of movie that would just not even worry about trying to make it logical.
There's so many... This movie is just confusing all around.
It sounds like it's a mess. It's just a mess.
Yeah. It sounds like they just used every excuse they could to show them having sex.
Basically, that's what I thought, too. I mean, they're creating storylines that they don't close. They're, like, doing the shooting of the movie. They're doing certain things that just so happen to keep the story going. It's shitty all around.
It sounds pretty shitty. The director, let's talk about the director, Bernard Rose. The biggest thing that he's done is Candyman, which I still like Candyman. I watched that a few years ago. Or
How'd that
rewatched
go?
it.
How'd that go?
It went very well.
Ooh.
Very well. Yeah, Candyman is still a solid movie. It's still creepy. It's still very well made. The sequels, not so much, but the original one's still quite good.
This guy's like all over the place.
Yeah,
This Bernard Rose.
he did a adaptation of Anna Karenina.
He seems to be obsessed with Tolstoy.
Yeah. He also did a movie called Snuff Movie
With a
back in
dash.
'05.
Don't forget the dash. There's a dash in there.
A Snuff Dash movie.
No one at all understand this,
Hmm.
but this seems like a Josh S. type director.
Yeah.
Snuff movie? Come on, who wants to watch a movie about? I don't even understand.
No, I'm sure it's not very good.
I doubt it.
He did a documentary called Derek that was written by Tilda Swinton.
Is that a German documentary? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot the best part at the very end of the movie. Jill is sucking some dude's dick, and they show it, but they bleep the wiener out, and she bites off his body.
Wait, what?
And
Bites
that's-
off his body?
Yep,
Bites off his wiener.
yep. For
But
no
first,
apparent-
but first you said body.
Bites it off his body.
Okay.
for no apparent reason. And the movie just ends.
Just ends. Just
But they
ends.
blur. So his wiener was in the shot, and they blurred it.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder whoever found this footage decided to censor out the wiener, but nothing
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, that's kind of bizarre.
Interesting.
Very interesting. It does. I mean, you gotta admit, it does sound like her love life is off the chain.
It does sound like it's off the chain.
It's like way off the chain.
She's having menages and
With ghosts. Don't forget it's with ghosts.
yeah. What the heck?
And we don't even know if these ghosts are male or female.
I would say it is off the
She
chain.
doesn't even know if they have ghost AIDS.
They might have ghost aids. Who knows? Who knows?
Or some
Oh,
other ghost STD.
For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake.
Hey man.
But these
Ghost
ghosts
aids.
They
also.
wrote this, and they wouldn't have read this pile of shit in the first place. We wouldn't be talking. We
But
wouldn't be talking about Ghost VD.
the ghosts also know how to run surveillance systems,
Yeah, they're smart.
computers. It sounds like they know how to run computers.
They know how to make cell phone calls and apparently have access to phones.
Wow, this is insane.
So the phone system in the hospital must be working properly. Oh, unless
Yeah.
the
ghost calls Jill's cell phone.
And
Right.
she even knows Jill's cell phone number.
I have. That's a good question, Kevin. Not really sure.
So they might have met before. They have a
ooh.
history. There's a
Ooh.
history here.
At first, I thought they were the same girl, and Jill was just like the daughter of this lady. They got a little lobotomy, but I don't think that's real either. It's just they pull so much shit out of the air.
Just pulling it out left and right.
It's hard to follow, and it's only an hour and a half long.
Hmm.
But it's real tough to follow.
It's a hard nut to crack.
Shit just happens out of nowhere.
All right. Well, any final thoughts on SX_tape before we give you your drum roll?
Only watch it if you want to see an uncensored blow. Or no, I'm sorry, a censored
A censored
blow.
one.
That's the high point of this film. Is this censored blowy?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, how does this
Okay. Alright.
stack up to other found footage horror movies that you've seen?
Terribly.
Mm.
This is one of the
Bottom.
worst found footage horror movies I've ever seen.
That sounds like a challenge. I bet I could give you some that are worse.
Well, but
You just asked
you
for it.
asked me
Yeah.
already seen.
What was
What's
that
the
other one that
best?
we had you watch like a while back? It was, I think it also took place in a hospital.
It was the
Oh yeah, what was it?
paranormal
Entity or something like that? Paranormal.
some
Something.
Well, how was it this one compared to that one?
uh probably even shittier than that one.
Wow.
What's the best found footage horror you've seen? What's your
Um,
favorite?
I liked Blair Witch a lot when that first came out because
You're
it
all about.
actually frightened me, and I thought it was real.
You
Oh,
did. I remember. This is how far back this goes. You were working at the cell phone place in BJ's, and you were reading a Rolling Stone magazine, and there was like an article or an ad or something, and you called me up, and you're like, "Dude, did you hear about this Blair Witch thing?" And I'm like, "No, what are you talking about?" He's like, "Apparently they found this footage of these people that got like killed or something crazy happened to them, and it's like a documentary." And I was like, what is this?
oh, that is awesome. I
Yep.
love it.
I don't know why I remember that, but I do.
That the found footage thing for me, it only works if it's believable.
I
And
think
this
that's for
Yeah,
everyone.
not
it so rarely is though.
Yeah, it
well,
doesn't
that's
usually
why
work
it
that
so
often.
rarely works for me.
That makes sense.
Yeah. All right. What do you give SX_tape?
Yeah.
That's a 2 out of 10. So, what do you think about Sex Tape coming out? Jason Segel and Cameron Diaz.
Looks like all the funny parts in the trailer.
I hope that's not the case because I didn't find the trailer funny at all.
I think that it is the case because I have a feeling that this movie's not going to be funny at all.
I'm not even gonna bother with
I
it.
I kind of want it to be, but I know it's not gonna be.
I think it looks awful.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
looks so awful. And like the jokes seem dated already. Like, with them, it's the cloud. What's the cloud? I don't know how to use the cloud. The cloud, cloud, cloud.
Cloud jokes. Maybe they should have got the ghost from SX_tape to explain how the cloud works. I'm sure they know.
As long
I
as
like
they have censored blowjobs, I'll watch.
I want to know how rich these two are in this movie because the whole premise is that they give all of their family and friends iPads like for Christmas or something.
That's ridiculous.
Who does that? Those are $500 a pop.
You can't be doing that.
And in the
You're just
trailer,
just going
it
around
says they
handing
give
out
one to their
iPads?
mailman. They give one to their mailman.
You give your mailman an iPad. Well, you're just asking for it.
I mean, they had to spend probably, I don't know, 10, 15 grand on getting everybody iPads.
Probably more than that.
It's
Just
crazy.
handing out iPads left and right. Come on.
I mean, maybe they'll explain it. Maybe they'll like
Maybe they won free iPads.
iPads for life.
iPad.
Maybe Jason Segel's a master thief and stole a box.
Stole all the iPads.
He stole a truckload of iPads. Now they have like a surplus of iPads.
It's
But
just
not
the
only that, but
riches of iPads.
they-
and just hand them out to whoever stops by.
they set every iPad up with and linked it to their own Apple ID.
Do you
so,
think?
so they must have set every single one of these iPads up, at least 20, 30 iPads, and they set them all up with their
Do you-
Apple ID?
Do you think like at their house they have like a candy dish that just has iPads in it?
Probably.
Like
Probably.
you just waltz in and it's like, hey, have an iPad.
Can we find out where they live? Because I need a new iPad.
I also need a new iPad, so
I don't have an iPad.
well then we all need to meet up with these people so they can give us iPads.
Wow.
Oh, I think this movie looks so bad.
That is terrible. Terrible.
So bad.
It's not as bad as Essex_.
Probably
that's
not.
what I'm calling it now.
It's
I'm not
what?
even calling it by its full name. I'm calling it an underscore.
Underscore.
Every time I refer to this movie, I'm calling it underscore.
Okay.
Call it underscore off the chain.
Underscore off the chain.
Off the chain underscore.
All right. Well, I think that will wrap it up. Ryan, any final thoughts?
Nah.
It seems like you'd be into seeing Sex Tape with the comedy Sex Tape. Seems like it's one that you'd like.
But I'm kind of excited to see if it goes anywhere.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
If it turns out to be any
it's
good.
fun, yeah.
Well,
It just turns out to be stupid as shit. And me looking at my watch every few seconds.
yeah, I'm sure it's not going to be very good. So,
No.
all right. I think that'll wrap it up. Be sure to send your questions to podcastfilmpulse.net. We'll be sure to answer them on the show. Follow us on Twitter at FilmPulseNet and at FilmPulseKevin and at My Legs Don't Work. And be sure to rate us on iTunes. We appreciate that very much. For FilmPulse.net, my name is Adam.
And I'm Kevin.
And mine,
We'll see you on Monday.
underscore.
Didn't make any sense, but I still liked it.
You should have said see ya underscore later.
Okay.
Cha-ching.
I got these coupons on my iPhone.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.